Welcome guys to Ruben's World TV. Today we have a special guest because we're celebrating the Bronx, Puerto Rican Day Parade Cultural Pageant. And I have with you the master of pageant, Ray Vargas. Welcome.
Thank you for having me over here at Ruben's World.
Ruben's World, right? Comerio, as you know.
As Mr. Comerio, yes.
So tell us, first I have a question.
Sure.
Before we get into the pageant world, I've been watching your Facebook, I've been watching your Instagram, and you got so many different looks. How big is your closet?
Oh my goodness. My closet is probably not as big as people think. A lot of times it's funny, people ask me that. They're like, your closet must be crazy, and actually it's not.
What you call is not.
It's not. It means I have a little here, a little there, a little everywhere. And I have, what happens, I have the closet in my mind. So I have a pretty good range of inventory of what I have, and I like to style and put pieces together and all. So a lot of times, honestly, it comes from within, from my mind. And yes, I might have to dig a little bit deeper on things that I'm like, wait, I haven't worn that in a while. But it's not as, one day I'll have that big walk-in closet with all the shoes and all the clothes that I
It's funny because when we started the pageant and I needed a suit, I thought about calling you. I was like, he should have at least one that he can spare.
I have quite a few. If any of the contestants need anything, I got them. Don't worry about it.
You heard that, right? Day Parade pageant.
Yes.
Tell us, how is your experience so far?
It's been a great experience. When I first was asked to participate, Caroline Rodriguez, she's the director of cultural affairs, said, I need to talk to you, and she gave me a call. We set up some time to speak, and she at first wanted to invite me to be a contestant in the Puerto Rican Day Parade, and then she thought about it some more, and then thought, you know what, I think Raymond might be able to offer a little bit more, and asked me if I would like to be part of this organization, which I immediately said yes, and I said, wherever you think I could be the most helpful, just let me know. And that's, my decision was made at that point, where they asked me to be part of the men's cultural pageant as a coordinator.
Sure. So this is these guys are doing an amazing job, especially Mr. Comerio.
Yes, of course. I'm really impressed with yourself. I think you're doing an amazing job in representing Comerio. I think Comerio, Pueblo de Comerio will be very, very proud of how you're representing them. That's quite honestly, it is the fact. And I also have to say that in addition to Mr. Comerio, I think all the contestants and all the fellas who are showing up are doing so in a way that their hometowns will be very proud of who they are. There's great camaraderie, there's a lot of humor, there's a lot of support, and there's a lot of unity in that sense. So I'm really happy to be part of that.
That's something that I really enjoy. I remember when I walked into this auditorium the first day, I felt a little intimidated when I saw some of the guys coming in. I was like, is it about those kind of pageants we added to, or this is gonna be more about culture and fun? So I was very surprised as the days passed and all these rehearsals. It became a fun experience and a cultural experience. And we forgot all about this competition kind of thing that so many people put in there. And we're having fun.
Yes.
And I think for you, what part is the more challenge? Finding the contestants or teaching them how to maneuver the stage?
I think for me, the worst part is over. I think it was in the beginning when we were looking for participants to join the men's cultural pageant. I found that there's interest, but I think taking the step to say I want to join is a big step for a lot of fellas. And that has been a challenge. That was a challenge to get the fellas to really say, I want to be part of this and I want to enjoy. I've never been part of a pageant. And what that means, we have to really talk about that as well. I think that's part of this experience for the fellas, for the guys, when you say you're joining a pageant.
Experience. And one of the parts that I love about the pageant is seeing the little young girls and boys, the future of Puerto Rico, participating. And I think every parent should put their kids in, try at least one experience. It's a great experience for people, right? So tell us about that. What they get besides a crown, what else you can get from a pageant?
Well, there's different levels of what a contestant can get and what they can give. I think it's a mutual relationship, right? I think they learn about their culture, they learn about their heritage, they learn a little bit more, they're forced to learn a little bit more about who they are, right? They might have heard about where they're from their mom or their grandma or from their dad, somewhere in the family, but now they need to learn a little bit more about it. They need to kind of dig a little deeper. They also need to look at the contributions that their town has made to the Puerto Rican diaspora, right?
Yes.
And how that relates all the way back to New York, right? Back to the Bronx, right? How they also learn the sense of community. One of the things that this cultural pageant also reinforces is the sense of community and unity.
Yes.
Community, right? Like that part where we learn about ourselves, but we also learn about how do we relate to the world around us. Yes. How we can help each other. How we can support one another. This parade's we're celebrating the 39th
year.
So in 1986, someone said, we need to have a parade. You know, Angel Luis Rosario said, we need to start this parade. There are a lot of Puerto Ricans around, and we need to have a parade where we celebrate who we are.
Yes.
And here we are 39 years later celebrating our culture, our community, and also the contributions that our Puerto Ricans make in the world, in New York, in the Bronx.
Yes, that's a very important thing about our culture. We have so many talents in the stage, contestants around the world that represent Puerto Rico in a beautiful way. Mm-hmm. And we must continue that with our young generation, put them on the stage, try it at least one time, get out of your comfort zone.
Yes.
And that's a very important thing. In my personal, for me, it was a journey because I came in, I've been in New York already, oh my God, I got here when I was 11. I'm about to be 47.
Wow.
So
amazing.
Now that we get to the age, I was very excited when I saw in the flyer it was 25 and up.
Yes.
I felt in heaven because a lot of us, after we reach certain age, mm-hmm. they retire us. They force us to be retired. There's no pageant for you. You already 40, 35, 40, 50. You cannot be in a pageant. You cannot do your talent. And when I saw that, it made me feel good.
Yes.
Because the parade gave me a place to express myself as an artist. And that's one thing that I tell people, it's amazing, you know.
And I'm glad you mentioned that, Ruben, because part of the Bronx Puerto Rican Day cultural pageant is not about age, right?
Yes.
It's about really showing up and letting us see your shine, whatever age you are. From the 5-year-old that's starting off going to her first pageant, to someone who's in their 40s, their 50s, or in their 60s, showing up and saying, I've always wanted to do that, and I still have the opportunity to do that, right? And I can get on stage, and I can show myself, and I can show my talent, and I could have a sense of camaraderie with other people. Like, that's one of the things that I found, one of the most beautiful things that I found in this process is seeing that and experiencing that and being part of that.
Yeah. Advice to give to the contestants. I know we had the first part, mm-hmm. and we were chatting before, backstage.
Yeah.
When it announced the winners, okay? I've been in the industry for a while. I know what's winning, I know what's losing, and I know the feel. What message you have for those contestants that maybe didn't make it all the way, but they're good. That doesn't mean just because you're not selected by the 3 judges that you're not good. What message you have to them to continue their journey?
I'm glad you mentioned journey because that's what it is. You as a contestant made a decision to say, I want to be part of the 2025 Bronx Puerto Rican Day Parade Cultural Pageant. And once you made that decision, you made a decision to be here for the long haul. So right now, we just had the first presentation, which was fashion, right?
Yes.
Then we're preparing now for talent at the end of April.
Yes.
Right? And then soon after that, we'll have our May coronation moment. And then we'll have the gala, and then we'll have the parade. So you're on this for a journey as a contestant. So you can't get discouraged if how you thought you were supposed to do, that you didn't. The judges are there to see and judge you for a certain amount of time.
Yes.
Which may be fair or not fair, depending how you want to look at it, right?
Yes.
But this is what they're here to do. And all I have to say is, if you didn't shine as much as you wanted in the fashion, think about your talent, shine there. You'll be judged once again. Go on to the next one. Once you get asked your question and you present yourself in that way, you do your final walk, then you'll have the coronation, and then we'll see who finally will get the crown.
Right, we gotta wait till the last day.
The Rey or the Reina of 2025, and we're all looking forward to it.
I can't wait.
And I'm here for it, and I'm here to celebrate whoever it is. I think we have a great deal of talent, and everyone that's here, I feel very confident, will represent Puerto Rico and the Puerto Rican Bronx community to the best of their ability, and will have something to bring to the public. So I am happy and looking forward to see who takes the crown, because it could be anyone's crown.
It's a lot of surprises coming. We don't know. But we have to enjoy as contestants this journey. And you're gonna have to wait, what, 2 years before you come back?
2 years, then you have to just wait, but it means you could always come back.
Come back. So, but I think it's a great experience. Now, tell us, we have the gala coming, right? Tell us a little bit about the gala. What happens in the gala?
So the gala is a kickoff to the parade, right? It's an opportunity for us as contestants and as committee members and board members of the Bronx Puerto Rican Day Parade to get together, celebrate, kick off what's the parade itself, but it's also an opportunity for our sponsors and our supporters that are also an important part of what we do, because we cannot do this without our sponsors. And we really want to take this time, I'd like to really thank our sponsors and our supporters, those that have already signed on, and those that still can sign on to support us and support this great ride that we're on. So celebrating, once again, we're back at the Grand Concourse.
I can't wait for that day. I love parades, and I love my people, and I love the Bronx Puerto Rican Parade. And I'm going to be there. I got surprises. I'm sure the guys are going to have surprises. You're going to see the new king and queen, whoever it is. Maybe it's Mr. Comerio, Mr. Cagua, Mr. Utuado, who knows?
Who knows? Who knows?
But they're all amazing. They're all fantastic guys with pride for Puerto Rican culture. And I think when they come on stage and you guys watch them, just make sure you cheer them up, because they really need that clap and that support to get us going. I think that's very important.
No. It's been happening. You guys have been doing a great job supporting each other, and we're all here for it. So.
Say thank you to you for your time, because these are volunteering, something that you do from your heart, to be here every rehearsal, be here every time for the shows on time, making sure that we are okay.
We have a lot going on, but we need your support as we moving forward to our next presentation, which is the talent show, the Bronx Puerto Rican Day Parade Cultural Pageant Talent Show. This is where we have all of our contestants show their talent and are judged once again for what they present us with. So Mr. Comerio, I'm curious to see what's gonna happen with what he's gonna be presenting, but stay tuned for that on Sunday, April 27th. We also have the next installment presentation is on May 4th, which is the coronation ceremony. It is at that point where we get to see who the king and the queen of the parade, and also the reinas and the princesses, the prince and princesses as well, on May 4th. So we are also having that celebration, which then moves into our May 14th gala, which is at Villa Barone this year. And that is a ticketed event where we're celebrating the kickoff of our Bronx Puerto Rican Day Parade, which is on June 14th. So I know there are a lot of dates. We'll probably, I'm sure he'll send them to you, but just keep those in mind because we love your support and we love to see you and we love to celebrate with you.
That's right. So before we go, where can we find you?
Where can you find me? You can find me on social media. One of the things that I enjoy is fashion and clothes. So if you follow my Instagram, which is Ray Vargas on Instagram, or Raymond Vargas on Facebook, you'll just see a little bit more about my fashion choices and how I like to show up sometimes.
That's right. Maybe you can get some ideas for your next event, how to dress, right?
Sure, why not?
I've been watching.
Let's go.
I've been watching. All right. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure.
Okay.